Hey everyone, happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm here to give you your free comic book day recap from what we did there at Comic Fusion. And it ended up being absolutely fantastic. We were so worried all week long because the weather forecast called for nothing but rain and thunderstorms. Well, it was just pure magic. I got there right before 11. Shop opened up at 11. Stacy went to unlock the door, and at that point Thor looked down upon Flemington and said, "Thou shalt not have thunder today." So by 12 o'clock the skies were blue and sunny, and it was fantastic. Our sales were better than ever. We had like a 50% increase from last year. It was just unbelievable. The store's packed constantly. We had three of the best artists in the area. We had Erica Hesse, Scott Barnett, and Rob Kramer. So thank you guys for coming out. They always had lines of people waiting for them, and their art is just spectacular. So please go look them up, give them business. It ended up being an all-Marvel costume day, completely not planned that way because our DC crew couldn't make it. And they were supposed to be the little kids, and they would have been adorable as a little Golden Age Flash and a little Wildcat, but they, you know, this happens, they couldn't make it. So instead it was me as Rogue, Gary as Cyclops, and Evan as Spider-Man. And we were also joined periodically by the Great Lodge Cafe's Moose, which was awesome. We had a great time. He enjoyed picking up his Wolverine free comic. And on for the comics now. I'll show you what I picked up and confess that I've only read one of them because I read what I consider the most important one. So I picked up NASCAR Heroes for the kids in the family because I did not know that my dad's company actually has a NASCAR. So I was flipping through and saw his company logo and was like, oh my god, I have to get that. But I usually do pick this up for the kids because we actually are rednecks. People don't understand that this part of New Jersey is not anything like Newark and Irvington, or you know, it's completely different out here. So I also picked up, just for shits and giggles, William Shatner Presents. I admit I have no idea what it's about, but Shatner's on the cover. And that's all that matters. And one of my favorite series, I cannot recommend this series enough, and you know what, I don't even know if I've ever talked about it, but it's fantastic. Love and Capes by Tom Zoller. He's the creator, and I mean, if you ever get the chance to meet him, he's also a great guy. But this is just such a wonderful series. It doesn't come out very often because he does everything. So, you know, it takes a lot longer to do that when you don't have a team or a staff. But it's a great book. It's fine for younger readers too. So you get your great superhero-y kicks out of it. You get your fill, but you can also share it if you need to, and you don't have to worry about, like, you know, if it's laying around the house. There aren't going to be boobs and anything like that. But obviously, pick of the day goes to DC's Blackest Night. It flew off the shelves, and it's a fantastic issue. Obviously, you can tell by the cover that it's going to tell you about all of the different Lantern Corps that are going on right now. And I think that's really important because if people haven't quite been following, or if they were afraid to get into it, the back of this book has got these little profiles of all of the Lantern Corps. They're the top members, the ones that are still around, basically, and the leaders. Tells you their powers, their weaknesses, and about their homeworld. This is the Indigo tribe. This chick right here is Indigo, of course, scantily clad. And, you know, it even says we don't know anything about them yet because we haven't met them. But, you know, all the ranks are in here. Of course, you know, one of my favorites, Rage Kitty! I didn't know Rage Kitty had a name. Dexstar. Alright, whatever. Rage Kitty. But, you know, importantly is you get to see the birth of the Black Lanterns. And, you know, everybody's already seen these pictures, so it's not a big spoiler here. But you get to see that. And what's interesting is that when this is happening in this graveyard is you get to see the graves that I'm guessing is some sort of prelude as to who possibly might come back as a Black Lantern. So I won't read those names off to you, but just so you know that they're in here. If you can still get a copy of this book, I highly suggest that you do. And Hal is here talking with Barry Allen, and of course you need to check out your experts on the Flash series if you want the insight into Barry Allen being back. So that was our day. I'll share some pictures with you. Thanks for coming out to everybody who did. If you couldn't make it, we do have some of the books left over, so you can send an email to orders@comicfusion.com, and hopefully we'll be able to hook you up. If not, see you next year.